Welcome to this video where we dive into the heart of a fascinating book, Who Moved My Cheese? An amazing way to deal with change in your work and in your life, written by Dr. Spencer Johnson. In this literary work, Dr. Johnson conveys invaluable lessons using a simple parable about four characters living in a maze, navigating the challenges and uncertainties that come with seeking their desired cheese. Dr. Spencer Johnson was an American physician and author, widely recognized for his motivational book, The 1-Minute Manager, co-authored with Kenneth Blanchard. Who Moved My Cheese? Is another testament to his talent in simplifying complex life concepts and making them accessible to readers. The book, since its publication, has sold millions of copies worldwide and continues to be an essential guide in personal development and change management. Key point 1. Change happens. In Who Moved My Cheese? One of the key themes is that change is inevitable. Life is a constantly changing entity, and circumstances can shift abruptly. Our cheese, symbolic of our goals and desires, may not always remain in the same place. Dr. Johnson uses the allegory of the characters in the maze who wake up one day to find their cheese missing to emphasize this. The character's shock is symbolic of our surprise and often dismay when life throws curveballs our way. Whether it's a change in our job, relationships, or health, change can catch us off guard. The book posits that recognizing and accepting that change happens is the first step in dealing with life's complexities, rather than resisting and being taken by surprise. Key point 2. Anticipate change. Anticipating change is the next important lesson. As the old adage goes, the only constant in life is change. Being prepared for change reduces the shock and panic that accompanies it. In the story, the characters who foresee the possibility that the cheese might not always be there are less paralyzed by its disappearance. By anticipating change, we are better prepared to adapt when it happens. It allows us to make contingency plans and reduces anxiety about the future. It is not about predicting every possible scenario, but having the mindset that change is a part of life, and in many cases, is out of our control. Key point 3. Adapt to change. Adapting to change quickly is another significant lesson. The characters that remain stuck at the empty cheese station represent our stubbornness and fear to adapt to new circumstances. Instead of exploring the maze for new cheese, they remain stuck in their old ways, hoping the cheese will return. In contrast, the characters who quickly adapt to the change and venture into the maze in search of new cheese fare better. This is a reminder that we must adapt swiftly to change instead of wishing for things to return to the way they were. Change can bring new opportunities if we are willing to embrace it. Key point 4. Fear of change. The book also tackles our fear of change. The unknown can be frightening, and change represents the unknown. This is portrayed by the fear that the characters experience when faced with the prospect of leaving their comfort zone in the search for new cheese. However, Dr. Johnson underlines that fear is often worse than what we actually find when we face the situation. Overcoming fear and stepping into the unknown can lead to growth and unexpected rewards. Key point 5. Enjoy change. Beyond just tolerating change, Dr. Johnson teaches us to enjoy change. Life's shifts can bring joy if we let them. When one of the characters finally discovers new cheese, he enjoys it even more than the old cheese. The joy of discovery and the thrill of overcoming challenges can be rewarding. Embracing change opens us up to new experiences, lessons, and growth. It brings excitement and novelty to our lives. It's a reminder to view change not as a disruption, but as an opportunity for enrichment. Key point 6. Be ready to change. Being ready to change is another central theme of the book. Once the characters find new cheese, they don't become complacent. They are always aware that the cheese can move again and are ready to adapt. This readiness helps them react more quickly when the cheese does disappear again. In real life, this translates to a constant willingness to learn, grow, and adapt. Remaining flexible and open to change helps us respond more effectively to the shifting landscapes of life. Key point 7. Monitor change. Dr. Johnson emphasizes the importance of monitoring change. The characters who regularly inspected their cheese supplies were aware of its gradual depletion and were less shocked when it finally disappeared. This constant monitoring helped them respond better to the situation. In our lives, monitoring change means being aware of our environment, the state of our relationships, our work, our health, and any other important areas. Recognizing the signs of change can help us react more proactively and effectively. Key point 8. The maze. The maze in the story symbolizes the labyrinth of life. It is filled with unknowns, dead ends, and surprises. Navigating this maze effectively requires courage, flexibility, and an open mind. In life, we are often faced with situations that seem like mazes. The book teaches us to face these with a positive attitude, knowing that if we keep looking, we will eventually find our cheese. Key point 9. The cheese. The cheese in the story is a metaphor for what we want in life. For some, it could be a good job, wealth, health, or a fulfilling relationship. The book teaches us that finding our cheese requires effort, risk-taking, and resilience. However, it also emphasizes that the cheese is not constant. Our desires and goals may change over time, and what satisfies us at one point may not do so forever. Recognizing this is key to our happiness and success. Key point 10. Be resilient. Lastly, the book highlights the importance of resilience. Change can be tough, and navigating it successfully requires resilience. The characters who are resilient in their search for new cheese ultimately succeed. In life, being resilient helps us overcome challenges and bounce back from setbacks. It's a reminder that change, while sometimes difficult, is also an opportunity for growth and improvement. In conclusion, Who Moved My Cheese is more than just a simple parable. It offers profound wisdom about life's inevitable changes and the importance of navigating them with agility, resilience, and a positive outlook. It teaches us to expect, monitor, and adapt to change, to overcome our fears, and to be willing to venture into the unknown in search of our cheese. The book emphasizes that change is not a misfortune, but a natural part of life that can lead to growth and new opportunities. In essence, it's not the change itself that determines our success, but how we respond to it. Remember, it's always within our power to find new cheese, to enjoy the process of discovery, and to look forward to change as an opportunity for growth and improvement. So don't be afraid of change. Embrace it, adapt to it, and most importantly, enjoy it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found these insights from Who Moved My Cheese by Dr. Spencer Johnson enlightening and beneficial. Remember, the maze of life is full of change, so keep moving and keep seeking your cheese. Until next time, happy reading and exploring.